the page. It's setting up, 1 second.
Oh, yes, I can see it.
Meeting is now streaming live on Facebook. Okay, so we're live, and I'm just gonna share this to my page. Share. Share now. And I'm also gonna share it to my web design page. Okay, so I'm sharing, and are you sharing?
I'm going to. Yep.
Nice. Okay, we're both shared.
Yes. Okay.
Shall we say welcome?
Yeah. So, welcome. Welcome. Bienvenue. Herzlich willkommen. Hi. It's so nice to talk to you now and to talk to everyone here who has joined us. So this is our first, this is actually our our inauguration speech. It's so funny. We've been talking about this so long, Laura.
Yeah, really long, like
really long. How we could work together.
Yeah, at least since March.
Yes. Yes, it was. We both had this intuition that we should do something together.
Yeah.
And that we and because we really wanted to create a service that was where we can help many people.
Yeah.
And this is just the first service, right? That we said. And at that time when we were talking, what happened was the lockdowns.
Oh yeah, exactly, almost right after. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And so it was like we felt, well of course we felt something was coming. We just didn't get that that it was going to be it here in Europe as well. So you are in the Netherlands, I'm in Switzerland.
Yeah.
And then we saw the need for people. A lot of people didn't have work anymore. A lot of people, couldn't do the job they were doing, and not even from home. Like I'm talking about therapists, people who have an office, or hairstylist, for example, right? Everything closed.
Therapists, acupuncturists, all of the like hands-on.
Right. Schools were closed.
Yeah, schools.
Teachers were coming, so the kids were home. And then a lot of people realized how dependent they actually are on something that can switch from one moment to the other. And this is unique. We never had it before. So I think people started to realize that that they were doing something for other people. They were working for other people, for other companies, but that didn't give them any security. And a lot of time they also discovered that this didn't give them any satisfaction.
Yeah.
And that was a trend that we already were seeing. Like you with your web design and company, and with your nutritional coaching, you were already discovering how many people were actually already moving into a wall, like a burnout. Like, why am I here?
Yeah. Following a system that they were kind of herded into at a young age and then became dependent on.
Right. And that what we thought was, what we all thought was having a really great, comfy life, basically was something external, and that it was not something that came from within us. And this was what I was seeing too, that people didn't, in my coaching practice as well, that people were coming and said, why am I here? Not why am I here in the location, but why am I here on this planet? What am I here to do? Is it to do this job that I don't feel satisfied anymore? Is it just to pay the bills? Yes, we live in a world where you have to pay the bills. But what is better than combining doing what you love and being able to pay the bills?
And I must say that this was a dream of mine from such a young age, like already 10 years ago, was to create that for myself and also for you to create it. So because we've had so much experience and like total joy in working for ourselves and being able to completely support ourselves with our own work and how much satisfaction and fulfillment that brings, it just only makes sense that we would want everyone to feel how good we feel every day when we get to work. It's almost like we get to play.
Right. Well, that is a nice word. Play is in your human design, right? You are here to do whatever you do. It has to be playful, and that is the energy that you will emit. Mm. And so that is so it so fits you, right? Not everybody will have that playfulness. Right, somebody have we are all unique in that way. However, doing what you love will give you that feeling that, and we can't. I can't say what makes other people feel good. That is an internal process, but it's really feeling good and really waking up in the morning and saying, yes, I'm going to do this, and then you know you're aligned. And that is the creativity, yeah? Like this is this flow you're in, which signals when you're on the right track. There's no wall. You're not getting frustrated or angry or disappointed. Yeah, and you realize you're not dependent on somebody to feel good.
It's that dependency that everyone, or not everyone, but I think a lot of people have woken up to realize over the last few months. That dependency, that false sense of security is actually, or the sense of security actually revealed itself to be false.
Right.
Through the regular working way.
Yes. And you know, this is such a perfect moment in time to reassess where you stand and where you are in this life, and then having I would say the guts to say, I'm going to look for that was what is in me, right? But we are also influenced by our trainings, not by our through our upbringing, that we know it deep in our hearts, but we have to uncover it, right? And when you uncover that, then it goes really fast.
Well, I was going to say, this is your expertise with the human design, is helping people like who might still be stuck in the trainings and the way they were brought up, but they do have this some sort of like itch or calling. And that's really where you come in, is to help them discover that true calling and how they can manifest it in a way that makes sense for their unique personality.
Yes, they're unique gifts.
Yeah.
That's what they were born with. Their unique skill set. And it is slightly unique for everyone. We're all 99%, 99.9%. We have the same DNA. We have the same. We're basically the same. But it is in the details that we are unique. But unique in the sense that with this uniqueness, we serve the whole. And that is where you then come in, because it is all very nice when I help people uncover it, but how do they really bring this to a wider customer or clientele, right? And for me, that is as important. So I can go through the whole uncovering and helping people realize what their gifts are and what they could do, and then through the whole ideation process of what is this first service you can start with, or the product. It could also be something that you actually make yourself, right? So it doesn't have to be a service. We can ship all around the world. That's nothing. But then how do you bring that to the global marketplace? And that is where your unique service comes in with this intuitive gift of understanding how people can have their global storefront.
Yes. And basically, we're going to be offering this joint service where you help them uncover these gifts. Because I think a lot of people come in, like, don't get started because they're not 100% clear. And these are also the people who will never get started. So we're going to help all of these people who want it, but who would just have never gotten started because of how we're combining the services. Because as a website creator, I get a lot of clients who already know who they are, already know what they offer, and know their position in the marketplace. And they come to me ready for a website. But we're helping people one step before. We're helping people who have made a decision that they're ready to at least start in their purposeful direction and a new career. And we take them from the idea, or just a little seed that they have, and then your work, and then I actually put up a website that's functioning and really efficiently designed so that people can actually take action on it, and you can make money from it in almost an automated way. And then you're up and running. You have a business. That's all you need is a way for a service and a way for people to contact you and book it.
Exactly. And it is, and what we do differently at the Institute of New Work, and that's why the new is in there, otherwise it's the Institute of Work, right? So we are not placing you in a certain with certain companies or whatever. So we are not matching that. No, we are matching you with your internal drive, with what you are here to give. And it is a one-on-one process. So it is not you who is filling out all sort of PDFs and so on. In that early stage, I do it with you, and then what you get is already a clarity from your client, your website client, that normally isn't there yet. Yeah. Sometimes it's very clear, when you are an acupuncturist or whatever. But already when you're a health coach, for example, that is such a broad field area that you need to really know your niche. What is your unique gift, and how is your way to bring it to the market?
As an example, I know people who are doing Reiki or yoga, and they they just keep working in managerial positions in retail or in the hospitality industry because they think the market is just saturated
Right.
and they don't even want to get started because what's the point? And
Yes.
unless they see all these bigger brands already established and think there's no way I can compete against these large brands or even these more popular individuals in the field.
Yeah,
And that's not true at all. We all have a place in the market with our unique gifts.
exactly. And this little from who am I, or I am too late, or why would he come to me? And that is this ego talk that you that some people have a lot of, and that you can really uncover in your human design. So there are people who don't have this thought, right? But that's probably also the ones that just go out and do it, right? And but I would say it's about 65%, 65 to 70% of the world population um, has very little understanding how much they are worth, how much they are, and this is not just monetary, right? It is that what you bring, your unique gift, which goes beyond money, right? It's really good to earn money, but it is this, and this lack of self-worth is something that I think is the most urgent to overcome, and that is the easiest to overcome when you are clear what your gifts are. Without other people telling you this is not, you're not good at that or whatever. You know what happens in school.
Or also it happens just in our everyday social situations. You tell people that you um, like are as an example, a health coach like you gave. And just a lot of doubt comes from around the people who are in the system, who are in the job market. They have trouble understanding how a person can be supporting themselves as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
And what you and I are here for is to show people it's not a dream, some distant dream. It's a lifestyle that many people choose, and it works for a huge amount of people, this entrepreneurial lifestyle. And it doesn't mean that you become this multi millionaire, billionaire. That's not the goal. The goal is whatever your individual goal is. That's not my personal goal.
Right. Right. And this is something as well. This is something cultural. It is something that is now, at least in the society where I am in especially, Switzerland is famous for the banks and for the money, right? So your value is converted into something tangible, monetary. And this is where the world is going to change. And this is what we discovered during the whole lockdown situation.
Well, one thing that this word keeps coming up over the last few minutes, and that's urgency. And I have never been called to act so quickly on creating something for my or for the business than I have with you on this, because with the global situation going on, the Institute of New Work is the future. It is, or the now. It's it was the future, and with the lockdowns, it quickly became the present and the need for it.
Right.
And I think that it's not only urgency in us bringing this to the marketplace so that people can book this service, but we create this whole entire business model and storefront for people also on an urgent timeline of only 4 weeks, because we know how important it is and how unstable the economy is right now, how important it is that you have something to have as a backup and a transition plan now.
This is really interesting, because what we said last week, you remember when we were sitting at Bagels and Beans and we were saying it is from zero to having your to your first day of earning an income in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Because basically you have to do yourself.
All you need is the desire.
All you need to desire, and realization that's coming with zero is perfect.
Yeah, coming exactly, because the thing is, Lee and I are experts at what we do, and we can really help with this, with that beginning part, that zero part, and kind of figure out what it actually is that's going to be coming to the marketplace. Like, you do not have to plan this ahead of time. You don't have to. This is really a start before you're ready service.
But the thing is, it doesn't start before you're ready. It comes immediately. The moment you know your design, your human design, the moment you know what you were born with your life theme, your whole purpose, your gifts, even your shadows, where people can influence you. That moment, then you're not zero anymore. Then you can realize, wow, I had that. I understood that, but I didn't do it. I society took me a little bit away from myself, and this is what the gift is of this whole situation where we are all in. I mean, we are talking about what's not so nice or good about it sometimes, but this gift that you have this time to reset.
Yes, exactly. It's a time. It was a timeout for a lot of people in the end to really reevaluate their values, specifically when it comes to working, because that was the thing that was affected the most, working and family.
This is the urgency, right? Because we have to take that momentum before we fall back into business as usual. Right?
Okay.
Because that's the comfort zone.
I wanted to transition this because we're creeping up in time here. Okay. And I wanted to do a little announcement that on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday of this upcoming week, so the 14th, 15th, and 17th, Lee and I are doing a live presentation once per day for those 3 days, where we're really going to show you how it's possible in the 4 weeks and how we make it possible in the 4 weeks. And I say that it's going, or I think that it's going to be really inspirational, because if you can see how it's possible, then all of a sudden it becomes possible. And that's what a lot of people need right now, is just that inspiration. So we have the 3 dates for that, and they're going to be live streamed through Facebook, but also through a private Zoom thing that you can sign up for at the instituteofnewwork.com.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And it will be about 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
It's going to be quite short. Yeah.
Not as long. We won't talk a lot about ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit experimental. Mm-hmm. And you have to realize it's also our first time in the duo presentation. We both don't know how to do it. But I think it's really fun to see what is in you. Mm-hmm. And you get a little bit of it.
Yeah, exactly.
What is possible in 4 weeks? And that's something that you will surprise. Yes, of course, we are going to sell what we offer, right? Yeah. But you will see that we have the first 10 people, they get a really, really, really good price.
Oh yeah, like it gives me goosebumps almost.
Yeah, and it's
because how possible it is.
After that, the price is still it's worth it.
Still insanely.
This is so much more than following a training.
Oh, this is not
how to do business online, and then you have to do all the website stuff and sort it out yourself. or fill in PDFs in order to understand what your niche market is and how to write your bio and whatever. No, this is all, and this, and I mean, I wish I had had it when I started in 2014.
Yeah, definitely. Because instead, what happens is a lot of people like you and I go to courses to learn
Yes,
how to do it ourselves. But this
yes,
is to do it yourself. This is do it for you because there's no more time for that anymore.
exactly. And that's again the urgency and our promise.
Yeah.
I promise to grab your momentum, and in 4 weeks
Yeah.
you are
You're
ready to go.
ready. You're there. You're there. Well, okay. So let's cut this live stream and say goodbye. We will see you on, well, over the next few days. We're probably going to be doing a few more live things, but Monday is the big like premiere presentation, but hopefully we see you in the Zoom on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday at the instituteofnewwork.com. And thank you. This has been awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, stopping the live stream.